So I was at the Carousel for some years, and then Odell decided he had a partner, Dave Richardson, at the Carousel. Dave Richardson was going to create the Gatsby's, him and another guy. And then Odell decided to go around the corner to the 2021 East North Avenue to a building that used to be, I think originally it was a car dealership, but it had become a beer and beef place that had closed down. And he was going to renovate that place, which became Odell's. So I had a choice of staying with Dave Richardson or going with Odell. So I went with Odell since he was the one that gave me the opportunity initially to play at the club. So that was, I think, about 1974 or 75 that Odell's opened. And we were a non-alcoholic space. We were able to stay open, I think, to 4 a.m. at night. I think when we came here, it was less than $5 to get in. We had, the formula was Jackie Brock, Odell's wife, was at the door. She handled the selection of people, which I think she modeled that after Studio 54, when they used to select their crowd. Our doorman was Karate. He was a famous, doorman. So if Jackie didn't want him, she was like, Karate, and give the hand, and they had to go out. But and some people would say they would get in one day, and if she didn't like their look, they couldn't get in the next day. Odell was the manager and the businessman, and I was the one that handled the sound and a little bit of the lighting, but my forte was more so the sound system, my knowledge with sound. And when we opened Odell's, the sound was done by a guy that did the sound at the Hippo, which was a guy named Steve Johnson. He was the only one that was creating a mixer at that time. So we used the mixer that he was making. But the Odell's overall was very successful, a very successful venue. We went from around 74, 75 till 1988 is when the original Odell's closed. We used to do theme parties. Like I say, Monday night was more of the diverse crowd. They had Dare to Bear on Monday nights, when people dressed with as little as possible without being exposing themselves. Then on Thursday nights, I remember we used to do the beach party, and they would actually bring in sand and sprinkle it, cover the dance floor with sand, put beach balls and all kind of beach paraphernalia decoration. And after that party, the dance floor would be perfectly sand. It was like it was ready for a coat of shellac or varnish at that time. So that was twofold. You get to dance in the sand, and the management got its dance floor sanded for free. So. And then music started to be produced for the clubs. We started getting what they would call the 12 inches, which were the big, looked like an LP, but it was only a single. On the Monday night, it was whatever I wanted to play. Friday nights became the night known as the night where I started playing a lot of the import stuff. Kraftwerk was one of the imports that we exposed. And Saturday nights, the crowd was a little bit different. You play more of the R&B stuff. All the businesses out here were striving back then. There was a exclusive men's shop across the street, and everything was not like it is these days. Vacant or abandoned. It's different. Station North. It seems like it's more diverse, than it was back in the day, because back when Odell's existed here, it was predominantly black. The businesses were black, the and the clientele, the people that were in the area were traditionally black, but now it's more diverse because of the MICA presence in the area, which is good. I like diversity.